friends, welcome back to my channel. And for those of you who are new here, my name's Amy. I'm a full-time reseller primarily on the Poshmark app, but I do dabble in other online platforms and I sell locally. So today I'll be doing another ship with me video. I do these videos every week, and in these videos I go day to day and I share the different items that have sold. I talk about how much they sold for, what I paid for them, and what my profit was. So you'll want to be sure to watch all the way to the end because I always have interesting and unique items to share with you, and I'm sure you can learn something, some different types of items that you can keep your eyes out for at the thrift store. And in these videos there are 3 different clips, so sometimes it may sound like the video is over, but keep watching because there will usually be at least 3 clips, sometimes more. Okay, so let's get started. It wasn't the greatest weekend. As of this morning, I only had 1 sale on Poshmark between Saturday at noon and Sunday night, but then I had a couple more sales come in this morning, so that's great. And then I also had a sale on Facebook Marketplace, which is pretty great. So this item just sold this morning, and it is a vintage Native American turquoise ring. And can you see that? It has a really large piece of nugget turquoise there. Just a really spectacular heavy piece. Now I have had this listed for probably about 1.5 years. So it did take some time to sell. I had it listed for $350, and this buyer came in and offered me $250. I think that's a pretty fair price for this piece, especially seeing as I have had it for a little while. I only paid $4 for this piece. So it was in a little baggie with another gorgeous turquoise pendant, and the baggie was marked $8. I have already sold the pendant, and that sold for a pretty great price too. I think over $100. So that was a really great pickup at that estate sale, and I think they just didn't know what they had, and I had to do some research on it to verify that it was in fact Native American. I wasn't able to confirm the artist, but I did get some opinions in Native American groups on Facebook, and they said that based on the design, it looked to be a Navajo piece. So that's a tip. If you have looked and looked and looked, you can ask for help in those Facebook groups. And, you know, they don't know everything, but if you can get a few different people to, you know, chime in and say, agree with each other, then I think that's a pretty fair bet that it's an accurate assumption. Okay, so it sold for $250, which is wonderful. I paid $4, so after Poshmark fees and my cost of goods, that made my profit $196. Oh, you guys who watch my videos know how excited I get about big profit items, but don't we all get excited about big profit items? The next item that sold is this pair of sneakers, and these are by Vintage Havana. And I wanted to thank whoever mentioned it, so I shared these in a bins haul. And in the haul I said, oh, Vintage Havana isn't a very good brand, because I didn't know that it was a very good brand. And this person said, that's a great brand, it's sold at Nordstrom. A pair just like your shoes just sold for $60, I think it was. So thank you to whoever said that, because I was just going to keep them because I thought they were cute and comfortable, and I didn't think I'd get very much for them. But they ended up selling for $58. It did take about 4 to 6 months, maybe closer to 6 months, for them to sell for that price. But that's fine. I only paid about $2 for them because I got them at the bins. They were really in great condition too. Looked like they'd only been worn a few times. So after Poshmark fees and my cost of goods, that made my profit $41.72. I am thrilled with that. Really pretty great profit for a bins item. You know, sometimes you get lucky there. Okay, so the next items was a bundle, And if you watched my video last week, you'll see that I already sold one pair of these. I found 4 pairs of these, can you see that? Steel brand slacks at the Goodwill. They came out on a new rack and they were all the same size in 4 different colors, and they were really in great condition. So I think somebody ordered them and they lost weight or something. But last week I sold the regular khaki pair. This week is this kind of army brown, green, and gray pair. Normally I don't really deal in men's pants, but because there were 4 pairs of these, I thought that it would make for an easy listing. So, you know, I just make the title and the description and then just change the color in there. So it did. I listed them very quickly. I paid $7 a piece for these, and they sold relatively quickly too. Now I can't remember. I think it's just been a couple of weeks that I listed them. And what did I have these listed at? I think I had them listed at $59 per pair because the retail was $125 per pair. And this buyer came in and I think he offered me $70 or $75, and I counter offered with $88, and he came back with $83. I thought that was pretty great for a quick turnaround. So that means, so I paid $14 total for both pairs. So that made my profit $52.40. I'm really happy with that. I wasn't really sure, you know, how I would do with those pants because I had never heard of that brand before. But I could tell when I touched it that it was a nice quality, and the cut kind of looked like an active wear cut that someone could wear to go hiking or to the office. So I thought they were really great. Okay, and then the last item that sold was a dresser, and I sold it on Facebook Marketplace. I will insert a clip after this so you can see what it was. I had it listed for $275. The buyer offered me $260. They paid cash. I had paid $75 for it. Because it was an in-person marketplace sale, there's no fees or anything, so that made my profit $185, which is great. The bad thing about it is that it took, I think, over 3 years to sell. So would I buy that again for $185, storing that big item for 3 years? No, I wouldn't. But if you could find something similar for cheap and list it for cheaper and flip it quickly, then I'd say, yeah, go for it. So I'll go ahead and insert that clip. The clip is before they came, so I didn't know if they were going to buy it or not yet. But anyways, it'll give you an idea. If you are enjoying my videos, I would love to invite you to subscribe to my channel. I do these videos every week, and then sporadically I'll add in some thrift with me videos or thrift hauls or other educational videos. And if you like this video, if you could give it a thumbs up and comment down below. And I will be back tomorrow probably in a couple days to share what else I sell. I'll see you then. Okay, so someone is on their way to take a look at this dresser. I had it listed on Facebook Marketplace for $275. It is by Drexel Heritage, which is a really nice furniture brand. This is heavy solid wood. I paid $75 for this, and I have had it for a really long time. So if they make me an offer on it, I will be very excited to take it. Even though it is a nice quality piece, it just has not moved out. So fingers crossed that it sells, and I will let you know if it does and what I get for it. Hi again, it's a couple days later, and to be honest, it's been a pretty slow couple of days, but I have a really surprising, interesting, exciting sale to share with you guys. So you'll have to let me know in the comments down below what you think of this sale, because I am shocked, to be totally honest. So let's just get to it. It is another Carhartt coat. So for those of you who have been watching my videos, you know that I do well with Carhartt and I pick it up. But this one is destroyed. It is personalized. It says Chris Johnson Plumbing. It has somebody's name on it. It has paint and dirty marks. Let's see if we can get in there. It's not really showing up that well on camera. It has distressing to the sleeves. The zipper is broken. There is a tear at the collar. All of that bad stuff, and this sold for $70. Can you guys believe that? So crazy. Okay, so I was recently at a yard sale put on by the Fair Court. Hopefully I will have uploaded that haul by now. If so, I'll link that video down below. But I was there and I saw this Carhartt jacket there the first day, but I passed on it because it was in such terrible condition, and it was personalized. It says Eddie on it. But then something told me, I bet there's a buyer out there that would still want this. So I can't remember if I looked up comps before I went back, or if I just decided to pick it up. I think I just decided to pick it up anyways, because they were selling stuff very cheap, and my average cost of goods from that sale ended up being $1.50 per item. So I thought, I'm just gonna pick it up, and I'm sure that I can sell it for more than $1.50, you know what I mean? So I got it back, and I looked up comps on eBay, and there were actually quite a few sold comps for destroyed Carhartt jackets. So I put distressed, stained, destroyed, as is, worn, workwear, as many, keywords as I could think of to convey that this was in poor condition. Of course I put the zipper was broken, all of that. And the kicker is it sold in less than a week. And when I first listed this, I did list it for $119. I was shooting for the stars, but I got a $65 offer in the first 10 minutes. And then the next day I got a $55 offer. And then I was kicking myself for not accepting those, because I was thinking, really, how much more do you expect to get for this worn out coat? And then this guy came in and he started out by offering me 50, I think, or 45 maybe. And we went back and forth and commented, and he said 55 was his best. And I told him 75 was my best. And then he was like, I really want it. Can you help me out at all? So we settled on 70, which overall I'm shocked and thrilled. Let me know in the comments down below. Would you have bought this coat in the condition it was? In the condition it was in, with the personalization? Would you have bought it at all? And would you have expected to get that price? I'm totally floored and shocked. My husband, I sent him a text message today and he just could not believe it. So anyways, you never know. Sometimes it pays to try things out when you can get them for an affordable price. Okay, so the next item is this vintage faux jade bracelet, and it is made out of some sort of stone, but it's dyed and it's not genuine jade. I did a lot of research on this to make sure, because if it was genuine jade, it would have been worth a lot of money. So I can't remember what I originally, I forgot to tell you what my net profit on this was. So it sold for $70. I paid $1.50. So after Poshmark fees and my cost of goods, that made my profit $54.50, which is awesome for a quick flip. Okay, so I think I had this listed for $39 originally, and this buyer came in and started off by offering me like 15 or 20 or something like that. And that was a week or so ago. I can't really remember what I counter offered with, but we ended up settling on 25. I decided to just take that 25 because I had it listed for quite some time, and my sales had been slow. I only had one sale yesterday, and then two came in this morning. So anyways, I decided to accept that. I'm going to add more packaging off camera. I decided to accept that $25 because I had only paid $3 for it. So that made my profit $17. So this pair of shoes was the lone sale that I had yesterday, and it was not a good sale. So they are these woven leather wedge Dana Buckman. Now I wouldn't recommend picking up this brand, and the only reason I picked this up was because I was at a fill the bag sale that one of our local churches does, and it's fill a giant garbage bag for $5. So, you know, the more things you fit in there, the less your cost of goods is. And these were really in nice condition. I'd never picked up that Dana Buckman before, but I thought it might be good. It wasn't. These only sold for $15, and they took, I don't know, 6 or 8 months to sell. But, I mean, I guess not good is subjective. It depends on, you know, what you kind of aim for your profits. So I paid less than $1 for these. So after Poshmark fees and my cost of goods, that made my profit about $11. So, you know, I got 11 times my money, which is great. But it's just not a very big profit, and they were sitting around for a while in my way. But, you know, when you can get things for super cheap and try them out, that's how I learn the best to see what I can sell. And sometimes, you know, I'll watch other YouTubers and they'll sell certain things really great for high prices, and then I'll try and do it and it just doesn't sell for me. So that's a good way to try out and kind of figure out what your niche is and, you know, what sells for how much for you. So that is all for today, but there will be another day in this video. Hopefully it picks up for me, because so far January has been pretty great, but this last, I guess it's just been a couple of days. It's been pretty slow for me. I hope it's been busier for you. It is, what is today? January 25th. So it's almost the end of January. All right, I'll see you in a couple days. Hi again. I decided to split this week's video into 2 different videos because I had a ton of sales. And today I have my pet T-Bird here. She is a blue and gold Mccaw. I had her in one of the other videos, but I'm at home, so I thought I'd take the opportunity to bring her into the video. She wants to talk to you guys. You want to say hi, T-Bird? Oh, she's excited. Okay, so you want to be sure to watch next week's video because I have a really amazing 48 hours worth of sales to share with you, and there was some awesome high dollar sales. All right, see you next week. Thanks for watching. Say bye, T-Bird.